You're watching 24/7 Live Culture.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey everybody, welcome back to Movie Box Talks. It's your girl Rhanni-Lew. I'm here with Phedora and Deion.
Hey, what's
What's
up,
up, y'all?
y'all?
Today we have a fun but a little melancholy episode. What movies made you cry?
Yes.
Y'all, I'm a crybaby, honestly. So a lot of things make me cry. But y'all want me to start with one of my favorites that made me cry?
Sure, you can start
Hit
it
us
off.
with it.
I really want to know what movie made Deion cry, because men be acting like they don't cry.
You know what? That's what
man.
we're gonna do.
Yeah, let's start off with Deion.
Deion. Yes, we're gonna start off with
Alright.
our main host, Deion.
What's up, y'all? It's your main host, Deion. I'm,
I
back
don't know
again.
how we allowed this. How did he allow
you know.
this?
I don't know.
So I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna give y'all some. I'm a Cancer, so I'm a little emotional. I'm a little emotional ball. Still a thug though, but I'm a little emotional. I got a lot of movies that make me cry. Just cause I'm a writer, so I dig into the scenes that that I'm watching, and I get really into it. Some of the movies that made me cry was the I Am Legend scene when Will Smith had to kill the dog,
Oh, that was
And-
sad.
and then
sad
him going
scene.
back to the mannequin saying, hey, my friend wanted me to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
That eats me up every time because he lost the only person that was alive on that. Apparently there's number 2 coming
Yeah.
out, so we're gonna find out about that. But
I'm so
that
excited for that.
that was one of the movies that made me cry really, really bad in the theaters. Another Will Smith movie was Pursuit of Happiness.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
Um,
think
It's on
that
my
made everybody
list.
cry.
Yeah, the scene where he had to sleep in the bathroom
Mhm.
with his dad, only because I had to do the same thing at a BART station with my dad when I was homeless when I was younger. So that brought back that was a very bad trigger
Yeah.
warning.
Now I'm about to start crying.
I
Yeah.
know,
y'all.
right?
I'm trying not to,
It was
like-
too relatable.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really
that's so
relatable. I can only watch that
sad.
scene. I've only watched that scene one time. Every time it comes on, I skip it. Just because it brings back some really bad trauma for me.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
I'm
Another
sorry.
movie
I'm sorry.
was. No, it's
But
all
look at
good.
you
We good. We
now.
good.
Yeah.
Look at the overcoming.
Right.
Another movie that gets me, and it's animated, was Toy Story 3.
That was
Story.
'Cause,
that was
like-
random, but
That
wow.
was random.
Yeah, because I think it's the scene where he's going to college and leaving his toys
Oh
behind.
yeah.
It's
that
like,
does-
we
that
all
does-
grew
Yeah,
up
we
with
all
dolls and
that,
toys and
uh-huh.
shit. When we had to stop playing with childish things, that was emotional.
It was the
The
realization
real that you
Yeah.
weren't a kid no more. That
Exactly.
you're an
I
adult.
went through that.
Yeah.
I had to give up my stuff. I'm like, I can't take this with
I
me.
feel that.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry. I got like one more.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, tell us all. Go
and
ahead.
then the movie Interstellar. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it.
Which movie?
Interstellar.
Interesting.
I had a
It's with Matthew McConaughey,
I love him.
Christopher Nolan film. Pretty much he gets lost in like this time space thing or whatever. He's lost in space basically,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like it plays on the future and then the past.
Oh, okay.
So he left to go to space, and his daughter was young. Now his daughter is like
Oh, yes.
older. Yeah,
I've seen a couple clips of that.
that
was
movie
gonna
makes me
say,
cry
I've
when he's
seen
watching the videos.
I never watched it in its entirety, but oh wow.
And it's like a
Okay.
scene where he's in space and he's watching his daughter, and he's like hitting the bookshelf, and you can see dust coming off of it in her time,
Dang.
in her timeline. So
Dang.
you don't know that's until they show it in the end, but it's like that moment, like right there, he's trying to tell her, like, "Hey, I'm here."
Oh,
And she can't see
Can't
it. She
see
just sees
him.
his dust coming off the wall. She don't know what it is. It
that's
could be anything.
crazy.
So it's like when you see little things moving around, maybe somebody's trying to talk to you. Maybe it's somebody from heaven trying to get your attention and say hi.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That shit gets to me too. So those are my top four movies that made me cry, like really bawl.
Oh, I'm gonna have to see that movie.
Yeah, I know.
really
I was
good.
gonna say that's on Netflix, and I feel like I've seen it, but now I feel like I'm definitely gonna go rewatch it just so.
Definitely, it's a really good movie. Really good.
Aw,
Mm.
Deion, look at you being vulnerable.
A little bit.
Is it? Go ahead, Dora.
Okay.
Dora the Explorer.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I have a few too. I wrote a little list. Whoopi Goldberg when she played in The Long Walk Home.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, that I feel like not a lot of people know about that movie,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but
it's a
Oh,
very
okay.
underrated movie.
yeah, it's very underrated, but it's also like a good movie to I think allow kids to watch to get a little
Mhm.
history
Yeah.
going. But it's really sad
Yeah, it is.
because it shows you like the part that made me very sad was when she went to the park with the woman's kids that she took care of, and she was just setting up lunch, just doing her job, and the police officer comes and tells her like, "Hey, you know that word, I'm not gonna say that word, you need to like leave the park." And she's like, didn't say anything, and the kids were too young to like stick up for her. But it made me so sad because they went back home and she told her boss that what had happened, that her kids got kicked out of the park, but she didn't see it as like how the cop treated her as someone who was part of her family, you know, that she known for years, and made the cop apologize to the kids but not her. And she just like played like she didn't say no lines, and she just played that role like just standing there like, dang, this is my life. Like, this is how I get treated. It was really sad.
I don't say silence speaks volumes.
Yeah.
It does.
And I'm just like, dang, people really lived like that back
Yeah.
then. Yeah. But that's one. And then 1991, My Girl.
Oh, nah, I gotta put that to the list.
Yes,
That's one too.
My Girl.
I don't remember My
Was it when he
Girl.
died?
When Macaulay Culkin
Yeah.
died. I was so young
Classic.
watching that movie, and that was my first movie where I understood death, because I'd never experienced death when I was a child. So I was just like, a child died? Like, how?
I've forever been scared of bees because of that movie.
No, seriously, I've been terrified of bees because of that movie, because I don't even
Really?
know if I'm allergic. And then what if, you know,
I just
just
ain't
that
for
one
me.
time?
I don't think I haven't seen My Girl, y'all. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, you should watch
It's a
it. It's
I
really
have to
good.
go watch it. Is it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's a
Let me add
classic.
that to my list real quick.
And then The Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
So those are
That
my
one is
three.
just a sad. That one's just kind of sad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like, I gotta go watch My Girl. I have to Google it real quick so I make sure I
Yeah.
see what it looks like.
They made two of them.
They did.
Mhm.
I
It's a
think
part
But the
two?
first one is the
First
best
one's the
one.
best
The
one,
second
yeah.
one is just like,
A lot of sequels just don't hit the same.
right.
All right.
Okay, so I guess my movies. Okay. I don't know how you didn't say this one, Fedora, being that you're from the Bay Area.
Fruitvale Station
Yeah.
was on my list, but I just
I
didn't.
took that off too.
Yeah, I took it off.
I'm gonna say that movie had me bawling. Like,
Yeah.
oh
So
my
could we.
gosh, that is it.
Yeah.
It just. I think it wasn't even the fact of what happened to him, but I think it's the fact of how often it happens in real life, like
Yeah.
across the states. You know, like
Yeah.
across. It's so many people who we know somebody if we don't
Yeah.
know personally, you know, and so it's just like to see that in like a film and know that this is
Yeah.
such a reality in so many places.
Right.
That shit.
You
That
want to
whole
know
night-
something crazy though? My first time experiencing New Year's Eve, I was in San Francisco that
Yeah,
night.
same. All BART stopped
All
running.
like I couldn't even get on BART,
Yeah.
and I basically, me and my group of friends, we had to like sleep in another friend's car because like BART was closed. And
It was
and-
because of that.
well,
It's a lot of stuff.
well, it's a
going
lot
on.
of
Okay, I
stuff
was
going
gonna say,
on
but
because
I
it's
thought
New
you-
Year's Eve.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
the next day, obviously, like that was like a big deal. But yeah, it's
But we
just
were
crazy.
stuck because I lived in my stop was Fruitvale Station. I couldn't get there. I had to like walk from Lake Mary BART.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang,
I had to walk.
that's a journey.
Yeah, it was. It was crazy.
Sheesh,
Couldn't get there. They closed the station down.
that's crazy.
That's deep.
Yeah,
That
but
affected a lot of
Wow.
them.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like I guess being from California, it's just really close to home. So that
Mhm.
movie just that's a hard movie to watch. Like
Yeah.
it's really hard to watch. I feel like
It's
I watched
the way
it.
it ends. It's just kind of like.
because
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah,
happy
yeah,
ending.
there's
It's
like-
not
it's
at all
somebody's
what it
story. Like there
is.
is no happy
There isn't,
ending. It's
yeah.
a real story.
And so it's really hard to
That's
just
crazy.
watch that. And it's kind of like that's the same way. And I wasn't even gonna bring this one up, but the way I feel about that is the same way I feel about When They See Us, because
Oh yeah,
yes.
another one.
it's just like the way that we get treated in this world it's disgusting. Like it's so sad. Like we just
Yeah.
want to live our lives and be happy too. So
Right.
those are two things that do make me cry.
I think we're working on this, but I just want to say I want us to stop playing roles where we are like the slaves or we're getting killed and
I
all
agree.
that stuff. Like I just want to
Say no.
I know it's going to take time, but I just say no and just like let's just change that narrative.
I think that they push the narrative so hard, and this is just my thoughts. I think that they push that and put it out there so much. Well, and I could be so wrong, but I guess because so many people deny the history that did happen and deny like the fact of like y'all didn't, like it's over, like let it go, it happened, whatever. But it's like you can't really just let certain things go when it's coming back just in a different way. Like we're still being targeted.
But don't you think though, like we have enough movies
Absolutely.
from the 90s
Absolutely.
and even like the 80s, like where it shows us in that way where we could just replay those movies and this is how it is. It's still like this today, but let's show ourselves in a positive
the creativity doesn't even seem to be the same because I feel like a lot of things are repeats, like it's just, and even like
That's
why
for
are
them
we
to let us-
having
that's-
huh
I was gonna say those are like the studio people up the
Exactly.
ladder that needs to let us new people in to tell different stories. You know what I mean? Like
the same thing with
There's
the politics.
so many writers.
there are so many writers, so many, and then I constantly preach this all the time on social media. I'm like, we gotta support the movies too. All these new movies that come out, or just different things that don't really fit in the black genre that we not normally see. That's not a hood movie or a hood show.
We have to
Maybe it's like a
support
random
them.
kind of. We have to go support that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll notice that we never really hit numbers like that in the box office. And what else I notice is a lot of times that a big movie for us is coming out at the same time it's a big movie for them not coming out. And so it's just like, is there an agenda here?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so this one, this is one of my favorite movies. It makes me cry, but I feel like it's like it's a cry, but it's also a feel good cry. But Waiting to Exhale.
Oh.
Y'all, I
that
love
one.
that movie. I used to sit, like, my college roommates could tell you. We used to sit and watch that movie and cry. And when we get married, girl, that was our movie. Like, I don't know. It feels so nostalgic now because it's like, damn, college feels so long ago. And it feels like yesterday at the same time.
Don't you feel like it's like we're due for a new Waiting to Exhale? I feel like we are.
I
know you don't want to touch a cult classic.
Because I was just gonna say I'm so
like
tired of
remake it, or do you mean like something similar to
something
it?
similar to it.
Oh, okay.
Because
More in a modern term, or kind of.
Because I'm kind of tired of them remaking stuff.
I'm tired of the remake.
Not the remake side, but like kind of like a modern day.
I'm tired of the sequels that's 35 years later. Like,
right.
We can remake something similar that is more modernized.
How many Batmans do we need? For real?
No, serious.
We need a lot of Batmans. It's serious.
Like
Gotham
needs help, okay?
No.
It's very serious.
Now he's a fan.
Right.
Now he's a stan.
Gotham needs help, okay? We can have as many Batmans as we want.
No.
They gave us 3 Spider-Man.
All right,
5
we're not
Batmans.
going to take Batman for Deion.
Yes.
I just feel that we just got to, come on, y'all.
What did Batman ever do to you? Why did you become a Batman?
Because I just feel like,
it's
look at Marvel and look at DC. Like, come on.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
Like, get it together. There's so many other characters.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, get it together. Like,
agree.
I don't need another Batman.
Yeah, I think they definitely play Batman out with the storylines.
Right.
How many different
adaptations can you tell, right?
Right.
Trust me, I know.
Jesus.
I love Batman, but I agree with that. I agree with you on that one.
Before I say my final movie, we're going to go and hear a sponsor message from our sponsors at 24/7 Live Culture.
Whoop, whoop.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We are back from our sponsor message.
Yeah.
So I was just gonna go into. I actually have 2 more films that I want to mention.
You cry a lot.
I do. I'm a crybaby.
She said she was
did
a big
say-
baby.
I'm like, but man.
I am an empath, y'all.
Yeah.
My emotions are so high. it's ridiculous sometimes. Like I'm working.
Sometimes you
on
just gotta let it out.
I do.
You know.
I do. But
Feel
it's
much
sometimes
better.
it's like how much?
Yeah, I get it.
How
Mm.
much can you let out? Does it not stop? Anyways, Set It Off. It's such a classic, but it's like
What
every
part made you
time
cry and set it off?
the ending.
When Cleo, all of them were pretty much dying.
Yeah, it was just kind
And
of
she was on the bus.
Yes, exactly. It was like it was the wave, and then it was just like even her, like
The fact
her.
that she waved,
I'm gonna
like,
go out, like like it was just like she tried. I don't know. It just was like it's just one of those movies that I guess maybe it reminds me of my childhood, so I feel like it's really nostalgic. Nostalgic things make
your
me
child.
emotional.
You was Robin Banks when you was a child?
Absolutely not. I'm saying
Oh.
watching it as a
Oh,
child.
okay, I got you. Say Ronnie.
I'm a thug. I ain't that much. No, I'm just joking. I'm not Robin L. Banks, but I think it was really the ending, them dying, and the way that she died, and the way that she went
Their
out. It was just-
friendship.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like their friendships definitely went through ups and downs, but
Yeah.
that ending it gets me every time. I just can't take it.
That's
Like
a really good movie. I like that.
that is a good
Set It Off
movie.
was really good.
And Hardball, y'all know Hardball.
Not G Baby.
When G Baby got shot. I was gonna say I think that's all I got to say for Hardball.
He had
That-
just won the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and what makes it so sad, I think that's the worst part, is it being a stray. You know, like and it once again, how many people relate to that? Like I grew up, I was born in Sacramento. It's so much of that going around out there, and it's like, and it's such a small city, but it's like it's so many people. I be feeling like that could have been me at any point, because it's always a random shoot. I mean, here in LA too, but y'all, it's just
Right.
those stories always. I think stories that are really relatable they make me very, very emotional.
Yeah.
I want to piggyback off of that because Hardball is like a really good movie, and I totally forgot about Hardball.
I know.
Throwing another one out there that was kind of like the same as G Baby, Little Saint from You Got Served.
Oh yes.
I was just about to bring that up too.
Like,
Yes, I cried.
I do it for Saint every time it rains. Like I go outside, and I do a little spin in the rain in the puddle. People be looking at me like I'm crazy.
We
but
gotta record that.
No, nobody's gonna record that.
No, we gotta record
That's
that.
like
You can no.
something
First
between
of
me and
all, the
Saint.
way that y'all be trying to embarrass me on here, we're
You will never
recording
see
that.
Never see that.
Can we get some theater rain, some fake prop rain,
Right.
and just
There's no proper rain here.
him do his little
We'll
dance?
find some proper rain.
Some proper. Another one
If
was.
we gotta wait till this winter, I don't.
It didn't make me cry. It more so. I cried because it pissed me off.
Okay.
Queen and Slim. Because
I
I really
feel
wanted
you.
them to get away with it.
Wait,
I
you like-
really, really
No,
did.
they were not gonna get away.
I know
with
they
it.
weren't.
were
but
you upset, or like you mean for real you cried? Like you're putting that in the same category as
I wouldn't
Pursuit
say
of Happiness, like a tear?
not like a tear, but more so. It was more so anger because.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Obviously, I know the ending was going to be rough. I was like, they're either going to go to jail, or they're going to die. One was going to happen. Wanted them to live and get away, but I wanted to see them fly in the plane. If they had to shoot the motherfucking plane down,
right.
I would have been happy because, hey, at least they would have got away a little
Right,
bit.
right,
Like, we would have had
right.
a vision of them.
Yeah, they didn't even.
They could have rolled off to the sunset,
something.
Could have ended like
Yeah.
Fruitvale Station, just went black. We don't know what happened. Did they get away? We don't know.
Right.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
It pissed me off. So I got
Yeah.
emotional about it to the point where I was like so frustrated. I wanted to cry because I was mad. So I wanted to fight somebody. I was like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it didn't make me cry like Pursuit of Happiness where I'm bawling tears in my eyes or whatever because of
Yeah.
past trauma. But it made me more emotional because I was angry and I was like,
You just wanted them to
That's a
win.
movie
Yeah.
I don't think I could be emotional about, because y'all know what the hell y'all knew. We know.
yeah.
We knew. No, sorry.
So it
It
pissed
was
me
just
off.
like, it was such a good movie though. I love the movie.
The whole way
A
it was
lot
a
of
good
people
movie up
don't
until the
like it.
end.
I know.
That
but
the ending
Really?
fucked it all up, and I was mad. I was really upset about that.
I feel like a lot of people judge movies really harshly. Like it's just creativity. It's just a story that somebody like. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, y'all. We're here for
There was
a good time, not a long time.
dang, there was
Watch the movies and have fun.
an old movie I can't remember, but it was about these two brothers who
Roddy
were
for movies.
right, Roddy for movies. There was an
Black
older,
cinema, y'all.
there was an older movie. I can't remember the name of it, but it was about these two brothers. It was a white movie, but it was about these two brothers, and their dad used to beat one of them like really, really bad. And they had like a German Shepherd dog who was like their protector for the most part. And the dad used to beat him up all the time. And the little brother, he wanted to be a pilot. He wanted to fly away. So they built like this oh, it might be called radio flyer now. Actually, I think about it. It's called radio flyer. He built like this little airplane majestic thing on a wagon, and they were trying to get away from their abusive dad who drinks all the time. So the dad was coming to beat him this time. Pretty much had like the dog had stopped him for the most part, but he ended up
like this may be the beating that might end their life.
Yeah, so they were like, we're leaving tonight. They were getting out of here tonight.
Oh man.
So the dog, the German Shepherd, stopped the dad as best he could. I think the German Shepherd ended up dying though because the dad killed him. And the brother, he ended up sending the little brother away. Basically, the little brother rolled off into wherever he was flying to, flew off this little cliff. They didn't show us what happened, but the ending made it seem like he got away. But I just remember that movie because it was like a really tough movie to watch because the little brother kept getting abused by the father. And the older brother did the best he can just to get him away. It was called Radio Fire. I just remembered the name of it, but really, really good movie. Shout out to the dog because the dog was holding it down. He was like, no, you're not going to beat these kids. Yeah, it was crazy. But that's another movie that made me cry.
Can I answer one more movie?
Absolutely.
Okay. That made me think of, well, I don't know why that made me think of that, but the boy in the striped pajamas.
Oh, man.
The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
I remember that one.
It like takes the movie era as like in the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a very, very sad movie.
Movies like that are sad.
I don't want to give it away, but if you guys are looking for a sad movie to watch, which I don't know why you would want to watch.
It was a good movie, though.
It was a good movie.
It was a really good movie.
It was a really good movie.
Yeah, I seen that.
The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
And the way he died, it sucks.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to watch that one too, y'all.
Ronnie, you're going to be crying your eyes out.
I am, probably. I'm going to call you like, girl, why would you do this?
Why would you do this?
No, you know what movie made me cry, y'all? I'm sorry. And I haven't watched it since. I'm sure y'all know Bones. I think it was like with Dakota. Is it Dakota Fanning? That movie where she basically got kidnapped and they couldn't find her.
I don't think that was Dakota.
That wasn't Dakota.
That was. She does look like Dakota though, but that's not Dakota.
Okay.
It was called Bones.
Bones.
Wasn't
it
Lovely Bones?
Lovely Bones.
Lovely Bones. Yeah.
Oh,
that was
movie.
sad. That actually traumatized me a little bit.
Absolutely. But and then in that same breath, I feel like kids probably need to watch stuff like this because people are.
Stanley Tucci killed that fucking role. He is a fucking great actor.
And you need to, and you need to be very aware of what's going on around you. And like the buddy system is real, y'all. Stick with somebody.
Right.
So that movie was really sad. I thought of another one. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
For Color Girls.
Oh.
I actually hate that movie. It's too sad. And it's confusing. All the poems in there, it just is like.
You want to know, y'all? I've never seen that movie.
Don't even. You would hate
because
Michael
of the
Ealy.
Because of the reviews.
Yeah.
Like I just.
You
it's
would
a lot.
hate
It's a lot.
Michael Ealy because he was like the devil in that movie.
Yeah.
He was evil.
Really?
I think that took a lot of him too. I haven't seen him in another role like that.
No, I was gonna say he's such a great actor though, and I love him, and he's very attractive. But wow, he played his part in that movie. It was like ill. He was evil. He was so evil. That movie is so sad. I would not. If you don't want to cry, don't watch.
Don't watch it.
And Tyler Perry know what he be doing.
Another movie I think it didn't make me. Well, I guess it made me cry a little bit. It was called The Good Son. It was with Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood.
Oh,
that
she had to pick which
movie.
one. I was thinking about that. I couldn't remember what it was called.
I asked my mom all the time. I was like, "So, Mom, if it came down to it, which one are you choosing out of me and my brothers?"
Right.
But no, he was. She know he was. Yeah.
I mean, she came to conclusion that he killed her son, her other baby.
Her other baby.
Man's crazy. Little boy was crazy.
The boy, So it made, but it.
Just
to make that decision, because even though
crazy.
it's like because at the end of the day, you would want to get them help. You wouldn't want that to happen, but it's like, shit, if I pull you back up here, who knows? You might pull a shank out your ass.
Nah, he is. He's gonna push them both down. He's gonna kill them both.
So it's like, no, I gotta let you go. But that was a sad movie.
Yeah,
and
that
I feel
movie got me.
I will say, I feel like as a parent, it's really like, how do you choose that?
You two are parents. What would you do?
I only have one kid.
I have two boys. I don't know.
I don't have to make that decision.
That'd be hard.
No, but I'm saying
but
in her case, like it was a family member's child that came and stayed. And what if you found out that your sweet baby girl was really a little demon? No.
That'd be hard. I don't even know. I don't know.
What would you my lip?
I don't know.
I
Like,
don't
she-
know.
What would you
Man,
do?
I don't know. That'd be hard. That's a tough choice to make.
That's
As a
crazy.
parent,
I would
and
hope that we wouldn't have to get to that
that
level.
point.
Yeah.
honestly, I
hope
would
that-
believe if the little, the other one's telling me something, I'm gonna believe that person, or I'm gonna pay attention closely.
Mhm.
Start
But
looking
it-
at signs.
and then
It was crazy though because the little boy like kept telling her like talking about her son and she just
Tunes him out.
wasn't he like the
Too
dad's on the dad's side or something like that? I don't think she really knew him. Or he wasn't really family to her, only by
true.
marriage
That's
technically.
true.
you
That's
know.
true.
But still, you gotta listen to kids.
You
Kids,
do,
You gotta
yeah.
listen to kids.
And like, you ain't gonna believe your own son doing that.
You
Like, he
not.
tried to kill your sister on the ice thing.
Right.
Like, he threw her.
That was
across
Yeah,
the
that
ice.
was
crazy.
crazy. And he didn't. He just looked at her. Oh, he was evil.
Oh, just
It's
watch
like
her
this, like,
drown.
come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
in
man.
that
Yeah.
ice
Oh,
Macaulay
this
Culkin,
was-
man, that kid.
And then now look at him. Sorry, Macaulay.
He's cool now. He's
Is
married to Disney star Brenda
Oh,
Song.
Brenda's son. They just had a baby. You
Mhm.
right. That
Yes, he
was
just
such
got a
a
star.
random like.
Yeah,
Random
I'm
link
actually, that
up.
made me happy. I like
did.
I
that.
forgot that did because he did. Okay,
Childhood
you're right.
stars.
I
Yeah.
forgot he came back. He had
did
his
come back,
moment,
yeah.
but I do remember that. I wonder what their baby looks like. I'm gonna have to Google that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, y'all. I don't think I would. I would just hope, like Deion said, that if I would listen to the hints and the
Yeah.
things that's coming to
Just
me
pay
before
attention.
it gets that far, and then like, okay, well, I'm not letting y'all out my sight. Like y'all
Mhm.
staying with me.
Mhm.
Like, and then
Right.
they lived in such a rural area. Like y'all
Yeah,
not getting
them
away.
rural
with it.
areas, man. That's what I'm telling you. The kids got
No.
too much time on their hands.
Yeah.
I'd rather them stay inside playing YouTube than go outside because who knows what the fuck they gonna do out there.
Man,
Yeah.
at least yeah.
Right. Told
This
him,
world is crazy.
like, don't fuck with me, Mark. So like, oh, you know what? It's time for me to go home. No, my cue. Like, call my mama, my daddy, whoever you gotta
Right,
call.
so-
I'm not staying
Tell
here
'em
another
come
night.
Get me.
Yeah,
No, for real.
come get me.
Movies, y'all.
Okay, y'all. So what should we ask our viewers?
What was your favorite movie that made you cry? And why did it make you cry?
Yes.
What was the emotion behind that? Did it come from like some type of trauma, or a past experience?
Write a whole
Or-
dissertation in the comments.
Might
real.
as well. Are
You
y'all
do.
empaths like me and you just cry because
Right.
you feel emotion?
Yes.
Or
Or-
y'all just cry babies?
Yeah, exactly.
What is it, y'all?
And it could be animated too, because
Yeah,
Toy
it could
Story
be
made me cry.
anything. I know we talk about black cinema, but y'all, as you see, we have a lot of non-black cinema on today's topic. So let us know whatever movies that made y'all feel y'all feelings. Okay,
Yes.
whether it was good tears, sad tears, whatever they were. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow us
Yes.
on all platforms: Instagram, Twitter,
Movie
TikTok.
Box Talks.
Movie Box Talks.
Movie box talks, y'all. Bye.